Naming ceremony of Parvati. Maina and Himalaya discussion. Story 47-48. Hello, namaste, and welcome to the narration of the next story from Shiva Purana. Brahmaji tells Narad, when Jagdamba took a baby form, she started crying like any other baby. On hearing her cries, people gathered there and were happy. Looking at his daughter, Giriraj Himalaya was extremely elated. Himalaya thought about naming his daughter on auspicious time and day. Seeing at the pleasant-looking child, they decided to name her Parvati. Just like a moon grows, every day Parvati started growing. She was gorgeous like moon. Parvati was growing fast, playing with her friends on the bank of river Ganga, building sand castles. When she attained educational age, the teachers gave her the knowledge of Dharma Shastra. On hearing the Shastras, she recollected some of her past life. Then Brahmaji told Muni Narad that I have already narrated the Shiv Leela to you. Once upon a time, Narad visited home of Himalaya. Narada could understand the Shiv Tattva and Shiva Leela. Himalaya and Maina honored him with full devotion and later called Parvati and asked her to wish Narada. Parvati touched Narad's feet to get his blessings. Himalaya said to Narada, Hey Narada, you are very knowledgeable. Please predict my daughter's future. Tell me who will be her husband. Narada told Himalaya and Maina after looking at Parvati's hands and face. Hey Himalaya and Maina, your daughter is like Chandrama. She has all the good strengths. Her fate is very powerful. She'll be very lucky for her husband. She'll also contribute to the growth and wellness of her parents. She's the best among all the women on the earth. Her husband will be a yogi, without parents, without ego. He'll be like a sadhu. On hearing these words, Himalaya and Maina were very sad. The description of the groom fitted the description of Shiva. Hearing the possible husband to be Shiva, Parvati was happy. She started thinking about Shiva. Then Himalaya said, Hey Narada, tell me a way to save my daughter from such a fate. Narada replied, O Himalaya, love of Shiv and Shiva is supreme. No one has ever seen such love. Bhagwan Shiv will not marry anyone but your daughter Parvati. Shiv and Parvati have to get married to complete the incomplete tasks of the rishis. Shiv will attain the form of Ardhanareshwar, meaning half male and half female, after marrying your daughter. Your daughter will marry Shiva and only Shiva. Himalaya, like any other father, was concerned, so he said, Hey Narad Muni, Shiva has sacrificed all his wants and needs. He has full control over his mind and meditates every day. He is always engrossed in the thoughts of the ultimate reality. How will he get his thoughts out of the spiritual world and involve himself in day-to-day life? How will he agree to marry my daughter? Then Narada made Himalaya aware that Parvati was Daksha's daughter Sati in the past life, wife of Shiva. She had left her body because she couldn't tolerate the insult of her husband by her father. She is the same Devi Jagdamba who is now your daughter. You need not worry about Parvati. On hearing Narada, all the doubts of Giriraj Himalaya were cleared and doubts vanished. Parvati also heard the story of her past life. Maina and Himalaya blessed Parvati. After letting Parvati know about the tapa in order to get married to Bhagwan Shiv, Narada vanished. Himalaya and Maina were very happy. After Narada went back to the Swarg or the heaven, time passed by. One day Maina went to Himalaya, her husband, and said, Our daughter Parvati is growing up. Do you remember what Narada had told us about her future? Now you need to look for a suitable groom for her. The groom should be handsome and of good descent. I love my daughter more than myself. I only want her to be happy. After saying these words, Maina was emotional and she sat by her husband's feet. He lovingly asked her to get up and said, "My love, your worry is not necessary. Narada can never lie. If you want to see Parvati happy, encourage her to do the penance for Bhagwan Shiva. If he is happy, he'll himself marry Parvati. Then all the good will happen and bad will be destroyed. Bhagwan Shankar always does good. So encourage Parvati to meditate for Shiva." On hearing the words of Giriraj Himalaya, Maina felt better. She felt assured and happy. And then she happily went to talk to Parvati about the tapa. This is all for my story today. I'll come with my next story tomorrow about Parvati dreams and birth of Bhaum. Bye-bye and have a good day. See you again tomorrow with the next story.